Most people believe destiny is shaped by talent, luck, or perfect timing, but the truth is harsher. Destiny bows only to discipline. Not the loud, aggressive kind, but the silent discipline that reshapes the mind before it reshapes the world. Those who master it never chase fate. Fate follows them. You wake up with plans. Clear intentions. Today will be different, and yet, by nightfall, the same pattern repeats. You delay what matters. You choose comfort over commitment. You trade long-term power for short-term relief. The body moves, but the will hesitates. The mind knows what must be done, but something invisible resists. This is not laziness, this is fractured discipline. You feel it in small moments. When you reach for distraction instead of focus. When emotions decide your actions. When consistency collapses the moment motivation fades. Over time, this inner disorder creates a deeper exhaustion. Not physical tiredness, existential fatigue. A quiet frustration that grows each day because you sense your potential slipping through ordinary choices. Modern life hides the real enemy. You are told to seek motivation, inspiration, hacks. But motivation is unstable. Inspiration is temporary. And hacks collapse under pressure. The real problem is not effort. It is self-command without discipline. Every goal becomes fragile. Every dream depends on mood. And destiny becomes something you hope for, instead of something you control. But centuries ago, one man saw through this illusion completely. But Miyamoto Musashi discovered something centuries ago that most still misunderstand. He lived in chaos. Constant danger. Endless uncertainty. And yet his inner state remained unshaken. His secret was not physical strength. It was not endless practice. It was not even victory. Musashi understood that destiny is shaped long before the decisive moment arrives. It is forged in invisible, daily acts of discipline that condition the mind to obey command rather than impulse. While others trained techniques, Musashi trained perception. While others relied on emotion, he eliminated it. He believed discipline was not restriction, it was freedom from inner disorder. This was his hidden strategy: control yourself completely, and destiny becomes predictable. To understand this, you must see discipline not as effort, but as a system, one that reshapes thought, action, and fate itself. Chapter 1: The Discipline of Detachment. Musashi began with detachment, not from life, but from emotional control. Most people are ruled by feelings. Motivation decides action. Fear dictates hesitation. Comfort negotiates commitment. Musashi saw emotion as unstable ground. He trained himself to act without internal negotiation. Detachment does not mean numbness. It means clarity. When praise arrives, you do not inflate. When criticism strikes, you do not collapse. When fear appears, you observe, but you do not obey. This discipline creates psychological distance between impulse and action. In that distance, power is born. Without detachment, discipline collapses the moment conditions change. With detachment, consistency becomes effortless. Musashi believed the disciplined mind does not argue with itself. It moves. This is where destiny begins to shift, when decisions are no longer emotional reactions, but deliberate commands. Chapter 2: The Discipline of Rhythm. Musashi believed life had rhythm, and those who fail to master it fall out of sync. Most people live inconsistently. Intense effort followed by collapse. Bursts of discipline followed by weeks of drift. Musashi rejected extremes. He favored rhythm over force. Daily discipline does not require intensity. It requires continuity. Small actions repeated without negotiation reshape identity. Not once. Not occasionally. But always. This rhythm trains the nervous system to expect execution. Over time, resistance disappears. The disciplined man no longer asks, "Should I?" He simply moves. Rhythm is what transforms discipline from struggle into habit. And habit is destiny operating quietly in the background. This is why Musashi valued ordinary days more than decisive battles. Destiny is not decided in rare moments. It is written in repetition. Chapter 3, The Discipline of Environment. Musashi understood a dangerous truth: willpower is unreliable. Instead of relying on inner strength, he controlled outer conditions. He removed distractions. He simplified his surroundings. He shaped environments that demanded focus. Modern people attempt discipline inside chaos, endless noise, temptation, and interruption. Musashi would see this as self-sabotage. True discipline begins by reducing friction between intention and action. What surrounds you shapes how you behave. The disciplined individual does not fight temptation. He starves it. When the environment supports execution, discipline becomes automatic. This is how destiny becomes easier to reach, not because you became stronger, but because resistance vanished. Control your surroundings, and you control your future. Chapter 4, The Discipline of Identity. Musashi did not ask what he felt like doing. He asked who he was. Identity precedes action. When discipline is tied to identity, behavior becomes non-negotiable. A warrior trains. A craftsman refines. A disciplined mind executes. Most people rely on goals. Musashi relied on self-concept. He became discipline embodied. When action aligns with identity, hesitation dissolves. There is no debate, only expression. This is why destiny accelerates. You are no longer chasing outcomes. You are expressing who you have become. Identity-based discipline is silent, stable, unbreakable. And once identity shifts, destiny follows naturally. Chapter 5, The Discipline of Acceptance. Musashi accepted uncertainty completely. He did not demand comfort. He did not seek guarantees. This acceptance removed fear. Most people hesitate because they want certainty before action. Musashi acted without assurance. Acceptance strengthens discipline by eliminating emotional resistance. When outcomes are accepted, action becomes clean. When discomfort is accepted, effort becomes light. This final discipline creates calm under pressure. And calm is what allows destiny to unfold without panic. Together, these disciplines form a system. Detachment frees you from emotional control, rhythm creates consistency, environment removes resistance. Identity locks behavior, acceptance dissolves fear. This is how discipline becomes the engine of destiny. Not force. Not obsession. But alignment. When you apply this system daily, something subtle happens. Chaos quiets. Decisions simplify. Energy stabilizes. You wake with clarity instead of friction. You act without negotiation. You feel grounded, deliberate, calm. Weakness gives way to structure. Confusion sharpens into direction. This is not overnight transformation. It is daily subscription to discipline. Each day you renew the agreement, to act regardless of mood, to move regardless of doubt. And slowly, destiny reorganizes itself around your consistency. Opportunities align. Confidence deepens. The mind becomes still. This is the state Musashi lived in, not because life was easy, but because his discipline was complete. The world says destiny is uncontrollable. Musashi proved otherwise. If you are feeling scattered, delayed, or internally divided, this is your reminder: destiny responds to discipline, not desire. If this philosophy resonates, subscribe to this channel and walk this path of ancient wisdom daily. Begin with one act of discipline today. One action without negotiation. Because every disciplined moment is a vote for the future you are becoming. Discipline is not the enemy of freedom. It is the architect of destiny.